weekly analysis, and this morning we are going to look into the market and see what is available for us for this beautiful week. Okay, so as usual, we're going to do our top-down analysis. First of all, we're going to go out of GU, then we're going to go into DXY, okay, the dollar index, and we're going to look at what the dollar is uh, showing us, okay, for today, and then be able to ascertain if dollar is going to be buying or if it's going to be selling, okay, in the course of the week. And then we can know if we are going to be looking at for buys for GU or sales for GU, okay. All right, so now from what I'm seeing in a 1 week time frame, it is very clear that this dollar bought at this point, sold at this point. It couldn't take out this previous high, okay, and then it's buying from this point, okay, after this retracement, and it's acting like it want to take out this high, and there's another high here. So there are two liquidities, one liquidity grab and another one. This liquidity grab is giving us a signal like it might not be able to take out, or even if it's going to take out this, it might take some time. So market it's in a ranging path, okay. Even at that, this is an uptrend, and this is what we call a bullish move, okay. But from this point, this is a ranging point, so we can say that the dollar index on a 1 week time frame is previously on a bull move and then ranging. So as long as this particular side has not taken out the upside liquidity, neither the downside liquidity, we will say that the dollar index is on the upside. So we'll say that it is ranging, sorry, but it has always been on the upside. So that means it might still give some bullish move. So from the 24 hours time frame, you see the range is becoming clearer. You see that this one took out this other side of the liquidity side, okay. So but this one has not been able to take out, and this one is still on the move. So since the downside liquidity has not been taken out, this price will be coming to this side. So that means the dollar index will be buying in this week. All right, so when you come down to the 4 hour time frame, you see what I just said, okay. So you see the bull move and then the bearish move, but the previous low was not taken, so the downside liquidity is still there, okay. And once it's not taken and price has retraced, there's a new liquidity here, so of which price is coming to the next liquidity at this point, which means this is a bullish move. Now when you go to the 1 hour time frame, what are you looking at for? You're looking at for what you just analyzed, okay. So what's going on this side? Okay, you can see that price, okay, it's just retracing a little bit, but yet the downside liquidity is not yet taken. So that means price is creating a new liquidity at this point and has grabbed fully and might just be coming to take this one before going down, and that's a bull move. You come down to our entry time frame and you're seeing that okay, that has been expatiated. You see that price made a down move, but yet this liquidity was not fully grabbed, and there's the new liquidity here. Then price simply looks like it wants to come take out this liquidity side before making another move. So we can basically say that the dollar index is on a bull move. You can see it from here to here. That's a bull move. From here, this was not taken, this was not taken, this was not taken. That's a bull move. So that confidently lets us to begin to look out for sales. So that means throughout this week, I personally will be looking out for sales on the GU. So let's go up again from the 1 week time frame to take out our analysis on GU before we go down to our entry time frame as usual. So follow me through. Alright, so now we are in a 1 week time frame, and I'm going to zoom out so that we can start doing our drawings. So now while we're doing this drawing, the drawings will not ascertain. We're gonna start the drawings. Like I said, the drawings is to get us to be able to spot how we're gonna be going in. So don't think because I've already told you that GU will be buying, you just sorry selling, you just know exactly where to sell. No, you might not see it if you don't do your drawings. Okay, so follow us every step that we move with in this particular analysis guide. Okay, so that's what we guide you to be able to see every necessary things that you need to see in the market. So from the 1 week time frame, we're going to okay, we would like to take price action lines. To take price action lines. And then we go down to the 24 hours time frame, where we will just take only price action, because the trend line and the 24 hours time frames trend line is the same, basically the same. So we might not need to take the price action lines. So we might not need to take the trend line. Sorry. Okay, so these are the price action lines. I'm actually thinking if we shouldn't take it, but it has been quite helpful with take profit and BEs, so that it helps us see what where price might be reacting, considering the previous historical data of price in the market. So if I see another option on how to get this price action done, we might stop taking the price action lines if we see any option. So the reason we do all we do is to win. That's the main focus. The main focus is to win. So that's where you should put your attention on. So from the 4 hour time frame, we'll do the same thing. Looking at this, then this side. This is more like a trend. These are trend lines. Then we'll take the downside, and I think that will be all from the 4 hour time frame. So now we're gonna spot the two candles that begins the week, but before then, let's just quickly do this to save our time. Let's just mark the liquidity grabs. So the upside liquidity, which is the buy stop liquidity, can be labeled immediately. So let's just call these 4 hour liquidity. You already know what it is, buy stop liquidity. So let's just put it on green. Why I call it 4 hours is because now we take both 1 hour and 4 hours. With time, I might consider taking 15 minutes because of what I've been seeing in the market for a while. But let's take the higher time frames first. So now on the red side, which is the sell stop liquidity, we'll just call it the 4 hour liquidity. 4 hour liquidity. Alright, so those are the two liquidity grabs. So the next thing is to check the two candles that begins the week. Wait, that's supposed to be on red. Sorry, the downside liquidity will be on red and the upside liquidity will be on green. we're gonna spot the two candles that begins the week. We're gonna zoom out. So where are the two candles that begins the week? We're gonna mark the high and the low. Okay, so the first is this, the second is this, but it's currently still forming. So we're gonna just come mark here. Okay, so but if for any reason the current price comes to take out this low, then we'll be adjusting. But until then, here are the two candles that begins the week and their basic position. So the upside, as usual, the upside gives us the buy region for the week. Okay, and the downside gives us the sell region for the week. So I'm just gonna edit this to 12 and put it there where we can use for the week, and I'm gonna put it on green because it's on the buy side. Then I'm gonna clone it for the sell side liquidity. So let's quickly edit this for sell. Okay, so we're gonna put it on red because it has to do with sell. So the downside is sell stop liquidity. Sorry, the sell region. Sorry. Okay, so with this, we can say we've done justice to the 4 hours time frame, but we still need the trend, okay? Because the trend for 24 hours and 4 hours is not the same. So we're gonna just mark the trend quickly before we move out from this time frame. So this is the trend. Sorry, please, that's not the trend. This is the trend. It's an uptrend on this side. Then there is another trend on this side. Okay, so quickly we're gonna go straight to the 1 hour time frame, and this one we don't need a trend because we have already drawn the trend from the 4 hours and they are basically the same. All we need is just more price actions spotted. So I'm just gonna spot more price actions. Okay, so that's the basic for the price action for this side 1 hour time frame. So after that, we're going to spot the liquidity side. Okay, that's the price action. Okay, so the liquidity sides for this time frame is, for the downside, it's just here. So let me zoom in so we can see it clearly. So you can see this is the liquidity side for the downside, and here is the liquidity side for the upside. So for the downside, we're going to call this 1 hour liquidity. So we're going to call it 1 hour, 1 hour liquidity. So we'll clone it to make it faster and just extend it to the buy stop liquidity, okay, for 1 hour. And we'll just call this, we'll just make this green so that we're conscious of the buy significance. So that's the basic thing for the 1 hour time frame. Then we'll come straight to our entry time frame, where we will not put price action lines nor any other thing, just psychological levels, and then we'll start looking out for entry. But I'm looking if I can see any liquidity other than the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So I can see one liquidity here. You can see one liquidity here. So I can call this 30 minutes liquidity. 30 minutes liquidity. That will be the last liquidity that we spot for this So this one is still the 1 hour liquidity, and the 1 hour liquidity are same for the downside. So I will not be needing to put it there. So finally, we're going to just put our psychological levels. So we drop our first line, color it our psychological color, then we just quickly put the coordinates for the first psychological level. So what's the closest? The closest is 665, 265, sorry. And then we'll just clone it for the other three. So what's the closest to this? So we're going to have 65 now 70. And then what's the closest for the downside? We're going to have 75. Sorry, we're going to have 60 to 60 because it's the downside. So those are the three closest psychological levels that we're going to be dealing with. So as the week keeps moving, we're going to look out for how to add more psychological levels, upward or downward. But until then, we're going to move with what we have right now. Okay, so how do we make our entries? Since we're going to be looking at for sales, you can see this major sell entry. You can see this one that is still moving. I caught this just last week and it's still moving. And I don't know if price will come to this liquidity side first or this side first before going on the downside. Is this still a 50 minutes? Because this is also a liquidity. It's been formed. It's been formed already. But let's see. This one is stronger. Let's see if price is going to take it out. Okay, so I already told you the what is more stronger is what's coming from the higher time frame. GU looks bullish from this 15 minutes time frame, but you should know that higher time frames are more stronger. That's why I say that I consider the liquidity from the higher time frame better than that of the lower time frame. So this might look bullish, but as long as our top-down analysis is telling us that GU, we should be looking out for more sales. We'll focus on that first. We're not distracted by the bulls, okay, because they might not drive it as much as we want. So the factors will be determined by these few indicators, which I'm going to turn on: smart money, concept, Bellox, angle, and then ICT kill zones, pivot, and then volume. Okay, volume. So once those three indicators are turned on, we're going to be looking out for news. We don't trade news. Look out for trends. Before we take entries, we look out for psychological levels. Then we look out for price actions, and then we look out for region. We look out for pattern. Take out the first R, pattern. Then we're looking at the volume. So those are the 7 factors that will let us know when to go in any trade. Okay, 7 factors that will make us know when to go in. So until this is done, we will not be taking any trade. Okay, so in case you're wondering, okay, so how do you do that? Let me just quickly open the news forecast for today so that we can see what to expect. Okay, so there are no high impact news today. We just have the GU news for 12 p.m. and then the US news, medium impact on at 4 p.m. Okay, so those are the only 2 mild news for today. So but that's the first thing for us to consider before making any entry. So for someone who may not understand how we use these strategy, the smart money concept, I'll just do a back testing and show you how we use it on this 24 hours time frame quickly before I end this particular analysis session. So just watch through. I want to show you how we look at the smart money concept factors. So quickly, let's take it from here. Let's take it from here. Okay, so from here, if you're going to take any entry, now look out for this. Is a bearish change of character. Remember, we are looking out for the bearish moves, right? It's a bearish change of character here. So we're gonna look out for price has come to a point of interest. So this is actually a good entry for anyone who got this. This will be a good entry from this point, but that's the point of interest. And take profit should just be on the next order block. Then stop loss should just be about 20 pips from a lower time frame. Okay, so I want to show you how we can take the next one. Okay, so you see that it's very close to take profit. So if another person wants to take, because of this order block that's been formed here and this break of structure, someone can still take another entry from here, but the stop loss should just be a little bit above the recent high, and take profit should just be close to the next order block or next price action level. So let's see how that goes. Okay, I couldn't see the downside. If I could see the downside, I would have extended downward, because I cannot see any order block yet. So I'm going to show you the next one. I'm going to make the next one. Okay, price is still going downward. Now remember not to plan to catch every moves. How do I know where to take profits? Take profit should always be at the next side where price might be retracing. Now you can see that this is a retracement. There were no other blocks before, but one has been formed here. Okay, so this break of structure is a confirmation that we can go in from here. It's a confirmation that we can go in from here. So our stop loss should just be a little bit above the bearish order block. So you can adjust your POI with your Fibonacci tool. It has to be just at the premium, just at the discount, sorry, if you're selling. Now another break of structure confirming that there's an entry at this POI, but this stop loss is a bit far, because it's supposed to be just after the former high. So for this one, I cannot really say. Just make sure the take profit is more than the stop loss for a better risk to reward ratio. Okay, I can't see the Dow, but let's move first. So price gets activated at the POI and then moves straight to the take profit side. So just make sure this is higher than the stop loss. It should be on the next price action side. Okay, so price comes back to the order block where we hit our stop loss, reacted. So this is a okay, this is a perfect entry. Price went back, formed another order block, gave another break of structure, came to hit our TP. So that's actually how to confirm this. So this will be all that we can take for today. I'll be looking forward to having you in the course of the week throughout our mentorship sessions on the mentorship group. If you're not yet on our mentorship group, then let us see how we can add you. Contact us immediately on all our social media platforms. Then we'll see how we can add you. So until then, I'll be looking out for you joining our review sessions on Saturday.